Hope you all are enjoying your good health and doing well in your studies. So let's begin the second module of chapter 2 in history, that is writing and city life. Following are the theme of this module: to enrich word vocabulary through important terms, to understand significance of urbanization in ancient Mesopotamian civilization, to acknowledge significance of writing, to get familiar with the uses of writing and trading towns in the pastoral zone, to analyze the life of Mesopotamian city. Swamp. A swamp is covered basin ground into which water and sewage flow. Uruk, the earliest temple town. Inanna, the goddess of war. Ur, crematory town where graves of royal were buried. Mari, a very productive town in the terms of agriculture. Before going to begin with the new topic in this module, let us recall what we covered in the previous module. In previous module, we discussed about the exact location and the geographical feature of ancient Mesopotamia, that is present Iraq. There we saw how many kingdoms flourished or the emperors arose during that time period. We saw from Sumerian time period to Akkadian, thereafter Babylonian to Assyrians. Then we covered some of the inventions and the discoveries which were done in the time period of Mesopotamians ruling. Now, the topic of this module starting from significance of urbanism. Urbanism means urbanization or development of more and more cities and towns. And before that, let us see how cities and towns were categorized in the Mesopotamia. Some towns were the center of administration. So these were called as administrative towns. Whereas some towns were popular for trade. So they were called as trading towns. Some were very popular for conducting the cultural activities and cultural activities they used to share, so they were called as cultural towns. Whereas some of the places were very popular for their temples, so they were named as temple towns. So in this way, several towns established in the urban areas, and now this urbanization or the cities, these were not only the place of population, these were the place for different trading activity as well as cultural sharing places where we find more and more. Now we saw that these cities people, they used to generally depend upon the village people because they used to get resources from the village people as well as labors from the village people for their work. On the other hand, we find when these cities were flourishing in different part of the Mesopotamia, we find that Mesopotamians were less with the resources, then they went towards the search with the other resources, then they started the trading with different countries and places. So trading promoted with that. So how does this trading started? So for that, trading and transportation began after the discovery of wheel. So we find that different places were being discovered for sharing the material like metal made material, wood made materials and other resources or crops. They started searching, and for that, by the time they have discovered the wheel, for with the help of cart, they started land distance from far places. Now with the help of boat also, they begin some of the trading and then flourished themselves. Now the next topic is significance of writing and legacy of writing. As we know, after learning writing with the help of cuneiform or a tablet, then Mesopotamian became smarter. They started sharing their culture with the other countries and then begin with a lot many activities. Now with the help of writing, we find that it became easy for them to communicate and to share their ideas. Significance of this writing was that after learning writing, they discovered lot many new discoveries. These were towards the astronomy. They studied about the galaxy and study about the universe and come to know that there are 5 zodiac signs. The 5 zodiac signs which we are familiar with these days are discovered by the Mesopotamians after being done astronomical studies. Now thereafter towards mathematics, we find after learning the scripts and all, they learn how to introduce the mathematical calculations and all. The mathematical calculation like decimal and numbers and digits all are being discovered by Mesopotamian, and today our mathematical calculation became easy because of this invention. Thereafter towards science and technology, we find the discovery of wheel, which made our work easier towards the transportation and improved the many facilities and industrial work. So there we can write here in mathematics, zero or decimal system was being introduced. Towards astronomy, they introduced zodiac sign. And about planets, they studied about planets. And many more discoveries were being done by Mesopotamian after learning language.
Development of cuneiform. The Sumerian writing system during the early period was constantly in flux. The original direction of writing was from top to bottom, but for reasons unknown, it is changed from left to right very early on the time period of 3000 BCE. This also affected the orientation of the signs by rotating all of them 90-degree counterclockwise. Another change in this early system involved the style of signs. The early signs were more linear in the strokes, making up the signs were lines and curves. But starting after 3000 BCE, these strokes started evolve into the wedges, thus changing to the visual style of the sign from linear to cuneiform. What is cuneiform? Cuneiform is a funny looking symbol and signs used as a script by Mesopotamians. It developed in 3 millennium BCE, introduced by Sumerians. This script was used by Sumerians, Akkadians, Ugaritic, and Old Persians. According to ancient story of Mesopotamian, cuneiform created a part of competition between 2 cities, Uruk and Aratta. When the king of Aratta get message in return, he was unable to understand, and then he declared as Uruk the greatest city. Unfortunately, real story of invention of cuneiform was far exciting. It was believed that cuneiform was used for administrative purpose intelligently. Cuneiform was an important tool for trade and administration. It was used to maintain sales and receipts of taxation. It was later on used to write literature like poetry, stories, and jokes. If you look at cuneiform signs, cuneiform were written into clay tablet by pressing triangular pattern up to it. Later on, it was found in metallic stone. In fact, Lord of Aratta looked at tablet. The transmitted message was just nails, and his brow expressed anger because he was unable to understand completely. Cuneiform representing one sign speaks about one letter and one word. This made scribe easy to transform the symbol. Somewhere these cuneiforms were used to write a complete sentence. For example, I am Megan or I am Queen. My word in the Sumerian means I am. The Sumerian word for queen is Eris. Most of the people were skilled in designing cuneiform in both Sumerian and Akkadians. This cuneiform was used to maintain the details of trade. For example, if someone wants to exchange any material with another one, then the detail of all these exchange of goods as well as taxation were being maintained in the cuneiform tablet.
Now the next topic is city life. So city life of Mesopotamian people. Starting from the society, how does it divided? We find some social differences. In society, because during the excavation of different sites of Mesopotamia, archaeologists they received different article which predicts about their difference in the society. Some burial sites they receive precious material which predicts that might be the body of some kings and queens. Another burial site they find the Xe or plough where they reflected that these might be the body of any farmer. So in this way we find some social differences in the society. Now towards next one, this city life we find that Mesopotamian people they used to live in nuclear family. Nuclear family means a family where husband, wife and children used to live. They don't live in joint family. Here, third we find that life in city during the time period of cultural activity, they used to celebrate and used to worship different gods. So it shows that they have religious belief. They have God and goddess. Also certain religious belief. Also we find when they used to do some social activities towards the marriages, we find the gifts used to change place from both the parties. So here marriages held between two parties used to follow exchange of gifts. Which we still used to follow in our present society. So this was the pattern of city life in Mesopotamia. Let us discuss about the trading town in the pastoral zone. One of that which flourished was Mari, which arose around 2000 BCE. Now it was a southern plain which was enriched with the agriculture, and the commodities which were very popular in this city was farmers and pastoralists. Basically these farmers and pastoralists they used to exchange their goods and materials with each other. So the mode of exchange were different type of grains and metal made tools. For that they started their mode of transportation using boats and carts, in which they used to carry the vine weapon as well as the grinding tools. In this way this area became very popular for the trading, though this was not rich with the minerals and other resources, but it was very popular for the trading. The military strength of this area or Maria town was not strong enough, but it was popular for the trading. That's why we took the example of Mari as a trading town.
Agricultural revolution took place between 8000 BC to 7000 BC during the time period of Mesopotamian. Here, the three main rivers played very important role in organizing all different societies as well as culture. These rivers were Nile, Tigris, Euphrates. Irrigation pattern was wonderful during the time period of Mesopotamia, though it was earliest and the oldest one pattern, but still dikes, dams and canals were the mode of irrigation. This required a high-level organization of society and collective efforts of the construction, maintenance and supervision and adjustment of the irrigation network. Due to the favorable condition of climate, we find Mesopotamian civilization produced one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, that is the Hanging Garden Babylon. Also, it is compiled in one of the epic which is called as Gilgamesh in Mesopotamia. City-states rose and fell, empires rose and fell, yet human spirit of Mesopotamian endured.
So that is the end of the chapter 2, Writing and City Life in History. Now soon we are going to begin with the third chapter, Before that, you are going to receive a revision video of chapter 2. Till then, stay connected, stay happy.
Let's do some questionnaire. Question 1 is, what is the name of ancient epic of Mesopotamia? Sumerian, Gilgamesh, Akkadian, or none of these? Next question is, which city was well known for the temple town in Mesopotamia? Uruk, Mari, Harappa, or none of these? Last question is, a very popular ancient Mesopotamian pastoral zone was Tigris, Inanna, Ur, or Mari? Answer all these questions in comment. Thank you for watching.